Hello everyone, Rich here, back for part 2 of this RMS Mauretania tutorial. Today's focus is the ship's main hull and the beginnings of the superstructure. Not sure how many decks yet we're going to do of the superstructure, but we'll get the main deck and possibly one, maybe 2 decks done depending on the time we get. But the main focus so far for today, main focus first is the black hull, as you can see on the prototype over there, and also part of the white section as well. So that's the focus for today. Now to start the build, what I've done, and if you're familiar with my build you know where this is going, I've added the signs from section 0 all the way out to 21 on the white line. So 0 in the middle, 1, 2, 3, so on out to 21 along the white line there, and the same on the back as well. So it's the same process as before. What I'll do, I'll work on the left and then do a jump cut to the right, and then we'll all be fine. So what we're going to do to begin is start on section 0. And we're going to start with the black and add the white in as the rail. So we're going to start on section 0 and go up 2 in black, so up 1, 2, and then up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in white up 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there we go. So that is the section 0 of our hull. And I'm trying to look at the prototype over in the distance to see if it's about right. I think it's about right. Hard to tell from this distance, but there we go. That was section 0. So what we're going to do now is move on to section 1. And I always make room for mistakes. So there's bound to be a few, so bear with me. So for section 1 we go up 3, 1, 2, 3. Then up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3, 1, 2, 3. And then in white up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That's section 1. Now on to section 2. And for section 2, in black we go forward 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 3 rows of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 1, 2, and then in white up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So that was section 2. Now we move on to number 3. And for number 3 we want forward 2 in black, so forward 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 3 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 1, 2, and then in white up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Marvellous. So that was section 3. Now we're on to number 4. And then for number 4 we go in black up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 3 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then in white we go forward 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Marvellous. Now move on to number 5. And for number 5 we want to go up 3 in black, 1, 2, 3, and then again 3 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5, 5, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not right, is it? No, I've done something wrong here. So it's up 3, 5, 5, 5, 4, 1. Okay, let me do a jump cut when I sort this one out. Bear with me. Okay, back again, my mistake. So what we're going to do now is take away the 4 on the top and the first row of 5. So get rid of the 4 and then the top 5, like that. So what we need now is what it was now, or what it is now, is up 3 and then 5, 5, like that, and then up 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 3, 5, 5, 4, 4, and then 1, like that. And then in white we go up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Disaster averted. I do apologise for that one. Like I say, I do make way for fuck ups along the way. And my first swear word of the day. So yeah, that's the first one. Plenty more to come along. At least you bear with me. I think it will go right after all. Okay, let's try and get this next one right. So for number 6 we go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, like that. And then in white up 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. That one worked. Brilliant. Now the white section will and the black section will curve down slightly. If you look on the Forecastle, if you look on the front of the prototype, you can see the black does slope down by about 3 blocks, and also the white as well. So we're taking that into account as well. So some sections will appear lower as we go along. So take that into account. So what we'll do now, move on to number 7, and we go up 2, 1, 2, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, like that. And you can see that's down 1 block from the first row, or the previous row, that's fine. And then in white we go forward 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. So there we are, that's that section done there. So yeah, as you can see, that's down, there's 1 block lower, that black section. So what we'll do now, move on to the next row of number 8. And for number 8 we want forward 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, up 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 1, 2, and then in white we want forward 2, 1, 2, and 2 again, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, like that. And that white section is down 1 block as well, so that's fine, like that. So what we do now, move on to section 9. And for section 9 we go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, like that. And then in white we go up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. So there we are, that's section 9. Now move on to number 10, which is here. And for number 10 we want to go in black up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, like that. And then in white we go forward 2, 1, 2, 2 again, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Marvellous. Now we're on to number 11, so halfway now, that's good, good, good. So for number 11 we want to go up 2, 1, 2, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, and then in white we go forward 3 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, like that. So there we are, that's another change in height again, so that's fine there. So that was number 11, so now we move on to number 12. Number 12, number 12, number 12, and number 12 we go up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, like that. And then in white we go forward 2, 1, 2, 2 again, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, like that. So you can see they're all dropping in height, that's fine, but that's how it should be. So now move on to number 13. And for number 13 we want up 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, and then in white we go forward 2, 1, 2, 2 again, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2. Yeah. So that was 13. Now we're on number 14. And for number 14 we go up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, up 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, so up 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then in white we go forward 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. So there we are, sort of curving around a bit. Now we're on to number 15, I think. Yep, number 15. For number 15 we want to go up 2, 1, 2, and then up 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then forward 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't be wrong, isn't it? Oh no, back 4, sorry, so it's like that, up 2, and then you go back 4, sorry, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. There we are, that's what confused me, so it's, I'll just recap this one, so it's up 2, and then 3, 3, and then 4, and then 3, 3, and then 2, 2, and then back 4, yeah, because that's a change in height there, that would be next, so back 4 like that, and then for the white, we go back onto the front of it again, You go forward 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's a bit confusing there, but that's part of the design. So you just need to add that row of 4 back. Yeah, caught me out that one. Anyway, moving on to number whatever the hell we're doing. So for number 16, we go forward 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, and then 1, like that. And then in white we want up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3. There we are. So that's that section there. I'm trying to work out what that row of 4 is for, but I imagine that's just for I don't know. I don't know what it is. When we fill all this section in, it will come in more sort of self-explanatory. Now for number 17. Number 17, we want forward 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, like that. And then in white we go up 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. And then this is part of the superstructure, so this is going to be a bit confusing. So now we want to go from this top row of 2, we go back 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we go 2, 1, 2, 2 again, 1, 2. And then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's part of the side of the superstructure. This may not work as intended, okay? It could go, well, one of many ways, but that's how we want to do it. So you want the 2, and then the 3 up in the white. And a recap of back 8. And then 2, 2, and then up 4. So that's to do with the superstructure. Like I say, it could go one of many ways, but that was section 17. Section 18 will hopefully go to the same height, if I've written it down right, or if I remember my directions right. So for number 18, we want forward 2, 1, 2, up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. That's that height there. And then in white we want forward 2, 1, 2, and up 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we want to go behind the row of 3, we want to go straight up 6. So up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. I think that's about right. It could go to 7 because of the height of things, but I'll make it 6 for now. Because, well, yeah, we'll leave it like that. So that should be something like that. Let me just double check the prototype, because I think the deck go when we add the deck will go about there. So if we make it 7, it'll just make it up to the height like that for a wall. So if I double check the prototype a second, if I had made that a 7, it should just make a wall, and the wall's not really that important right now. So let me just double check that. So if we go to the, so it's up 3, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. So it's forward 2, up 3. Forward 2, up 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's mine different then? Oh, I know, because I made the previous one too high. Okay, this is my screw up again. Completely my screw up. So what we do, remove that wood block, we don't need that, and then remove the top block of the previous row, because that is wrong there. Okay, so recap of this one. So it's back 8, 2, 2, and up 3. Okay, so that was section 17. Section 18 in white, forward 2, up 3, and then up 6. There we go, so they should be the same height. Okay. Okay, breathe. Okay, right. My scrubs. Apologies. Anyway, moving on. For number 19, we want forward 2, 1, 2, up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then in white, forward 2, 1, 2, and then up 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the same height as the previous 2 rows. Great, that's how it should be. Right. So that's that one. And now move on to number 20. And for number 20, if I can get my notes right, number 20 is forward 2. Actually, forward 2 rows of 2. So forward 2, 2 like that, and then up 2, 1, 1, 2, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one forward like that. And then in white we want up 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that should be the same height as the previous row. That's fine. And then lastly we move on to 21. And for number 21 we go forward 2, 1, 2, up 2, 1, 2, and then up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then in white up 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there we go. And that is all 21 sections of the front of the bow done, the front of the ship, so well, this one side of it anyway, so that's how it should look like that. Like I said, that's all 21 sections done. And I do apologise for the screw ups. I mean, there was 2, but, but you know, it's better than nothing. So as you look at it from the front, not a huge bow curve going on there, but you know, it's something. So what we want to do now, if you're familiar with how this goes, what you do, go on the inside, like we did with the red. Go on the inside and just start filling in the gaps. No real hardship, but it is a bit of a long job. But that is how things are. So I just carry on doing the same thing all the way along the back, or towards the back anyway, getting all the gaps filled in, and the white on the top as well. I'll do one more row just to get it out of the way. There we go. So there's the, hang on, Mr. Block. So there we are. There's the first few rows filled in, and it should look something like that. And what I'll do now, I'll do a jump cut while I fill in the rest and also do the other side, and then we can move on to the back. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the hull all filled in, and it should look something like that. All the hull filled in, and you can see the hull, or the white line does drop in height, and so does the black. That's how it should be. And also done the other side as well, so that's all filled in. Also the other side's all filled in, so it should all look something like that. Marvellous, beautiful, and all things like that. And on the inside it looks something like that. So that is the front half done. Just a quick look on the side where you can see where the hull drops down, so you can get a see, make sure all the gaps are roughly the same, and it don't look too bad. So that's the front half done. So what we're going to do now is go to the back end and repeat the process, but this is slightly different because of the shape. So we've got a bit of white to add and a bit of black, well, black mainly, but that will be fine. And we should do the same again. So once again, working on the left and working from section 0, and take into consideration there will be a few screw-ups along the way, so be careful about that one. So what we're going to do now is on section 0, whenever I say forward, I mean back, okay, because we're facing the wrong way. So whenever I say forward, we go forward like that, okay. So for section 0, we want forward 3 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that, and then up 2, 1, 2, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there you go. So that's section 0 there. Now move on to section 1. Section 1 we want forward 4 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Now move on to number 2. Section 2 we want forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, excuse me, then up 2, 1, 2, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the front we go up 2, 1, 2, like that, so it curves out and then back in one by 2 blocks. So there you go, there's the back like that. Now move on to section 3. And for section 3 we want forward 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. Next we move on to section 4. Section 4 we want forward 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, and up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. On to number 5. And for number 5 we want forward 4 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up 2, 1, 2, and up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. Now move on to number 6, sorry. Number 6, we want forward 5 rows of 3, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't think that's right, I think I screwed up somewhere along the lines. Let me just do a jump cut while I sort this, back in a minute. Okay, my mistake. So what I've done, what we need to do is go back down to the rows of 3. Take that back down again to the rows of 3. Like that. So you've got 5 rows of 3 like that. And then what you want to do then is go forward 2, 1, 2, up 2, 1, 2, and then up 7. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 like that. There we go. That's how it's meant to be. So that's my apologies there. I'm reading across 2 lines, so I do apologise for that one. So yeah, it's 5 rows of 3, 2, and then up 2, and then up 7. There you go. My mistake. So there we go. That's corrected that one. So that's 3 screw-ups now. That's good. So what we do now, on row 7, we go forward 5 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So that was section 7. Now move on to number 8, and hopefully there's no more screw-ups. Can't guarantee that though. So for number 8, we want forward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 rows of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 3, 3, 3, 3, and then we want 4 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. There we are. And now move on to number 9, sorry. For number 9, we want forward 3 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, and then up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Same height again, and also got a gap. That's good. That's how it should be. Now we're on to number 10. For number 10, we want forward 4 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we want 5 rows of 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Now the same height all around. That's good. Now we're on to number 11. And for number 11, we want forward 4 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 5 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So the curve is getting more extreme as we go forward. So if we look at it straight on to the back, you can see we've got a bit of a bowl shape going on there. That's how it should be. So that was section 11. Now we move on to number 12. And for number 12, we want forward 5 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 5 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, I think. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that's fine. Now move on to number 13. So for number 13, we want forward 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want 5 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5 rows of 4 like that. And then we want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then in white we want 1, like that. So that's the beginning of the stern superstructure. So there we are, that's that section there. Now we're on to number 14. Now for number 14 we want 5, forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up 2, 1, 2, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, like that, and then in white, 1, like that. I think that's about right. So that was section 14. Now we're on to number 15. For number 15 we want forward 5 rows of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 rows of 5, and then we want 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up 2, 1, 2, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, like that, and then in white we want 1, like that. Marvellous. Now we're on to number 16. And for number 16 we want forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 rows of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, like that, and then in white 1, like that. Marvellous. So that was 16. Now I move on to number 17. So for number 17 we want forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 rows of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, like that, and then in white 1, like that. Marvellous. Now we move on to number 18, like that. So for number 18 we want forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we want 3 rows of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 5, 6, 6, 6, that's fine, and then 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, like that, and then in white we want 1, like that. Marvellous. Now we're on to number 19, I think. Yep, 19. So for number 19 we want forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 rows of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, like that, and then in white we want 1, dunk, like that. Marvellous, beautiful. Now move on to number 20. So for number 20, I'm going to get my notes, bear with me. Right, bear with me a second. Paper clip's a bit rusty. Right, there we are. So for number 20, we want forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 rows of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 2, 1, 2, like that. I think that's about right, yeah, that's fine. And then in white we want up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we want to go forward 14, I believe it is. So from here we go forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 like that. That's to create the opening of the superstructure there. There should be a sort of an open promenade in that area. So it's up 4, there's up 5 in the white, forward 14, and then up 4. So if that goes wrong, blame me, but hopefully that won't be the case. So that's that section there. So what we'll do now, we'll go forward now to number 21, to the last row. And for number 21, we want forward 2 rows of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2 rows of, no, a row of 5, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 4 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then up 2, 1, 2. Up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2, 1, 2. That should be the same height, that's fine. And then in white, go up 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there we go, that's the same height there. And that's fine. That's how that should be. So that is all 21 sections of the back of the ship done. And it should look something like, it's very hard to see, but it should look something like that. And hopefully that's all fine. So what we'll do now, as before we did with the front and also the down with the bottom, we just go on the inside and start filling in the gaps. Like so. And hopefully everything should be working out fine. I do apologise as well for the screw-ups I make. I'm human, so, well, some would say otherwise, but I am only human and mistakes are made. And sometimes I can't edit them out, sometimes I can, but at least if I show you the mistakes that I make, you'll probably be sympathetic and realise that I'm not perfect. I don't do this as well, a highly paid profession. I do get paid a little bit to do this, but not a huge amount because YouTube stinks. Yeah, just do a couple more rows, or one more row. And I think that'll do for the minute. So that's the first few rows filled in. I just go outside. So there you go. There's the bowl of our stern looking like that. So that's how it should look when it's done. So what I'll do now, I'll do another jump cut while I fill in the rest and do the other side. And what I'll also do as well, just like I did with the red, the section 21 on the front and section 21 on the back will also fill in this side panel as well. So there'll be white and black wall on this side as well. So I shall sort that out, do a jump cut, and then well, I'll do a jump cut, then sort it out, and then we can move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the stern all filled in, and also the side panel as well. So you've got the side wall of black and the side wall of white. So it should all look something like that. And that's the hull complete. And I've also done the other side as well, so the ship is now, well, fully hulled, if you know what I mean. And it should look something like that. It looks quite good, doesn't it? So on to the next phase now is to add a deck. So this deck could either go the full length of the ship or just for the first few blocks, because this goes from the stern, the back end of the ship. If we go from the top line of the black on the back end, so this is just at the back end, from the top line of the black at the centre there, what you want to do is build a deck. I would suggest just 64 long, because this will just cover up this area that's needed. But you can go the full length of the ship if you want to. But for now, just do 64. So that's the first block there, and you just want to make it 64 long. So I'll build it free-handed, measure it. So you just want 64 blocks, 6-4, all the way forward. Like I say, you can go the full length of the ship, but it's optional. That's 71, so I've gone too far already. That's 63, and then 64 like that. So yeah, that's 64 forward like that. Let's make it 65 or not, and then we'll make it the full width of the ship. Like so. And like so the other side. Like that, so there you go. But like I say, you can go the full length, but for now it doesn't really matter. And then what you want to do is just fill in this section and that section with wood all the way from left to right. I shall stand on this block here and use the fill tool just to save a bit of time. So fill wood by 200. That should fill in this side, that's fine. And then the same the other side. I'll fill in that wood all this side as well. There we go, so that's that done, and that's how it should look like that. So like I say, you can go the full length, but don't worry about it just yet, because we're just doing structural builds right now. So that's sorted there. So what we want to do now is go back to the tip of the stern, back end of the ship, and what I'll do, I'll put a centre block to mark that one. From the centre block on the top of the wood, what you want to do then is count back to the 20th block forward on the wood to build the wall. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So on the 20th block, we'll put our centre block there, and we're going to build the inside walls. Now these walls are 17 wide, so that is 8 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that way. So there you go, there's your back wall. And then you just want to build these walls forward, and they're going to be forward 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then out 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and it should in theory look something like that. So what we want to do now is we'll do the same on the other side. So I'll do forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then out 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and that's your walls done like that. And then what you want to do is increase them all to 3 high all the way around. So start at the back wall and build it to 3 high all the way from the background down the side to connect it to the outside where the row of 4 goes out. So I just build these 3 high like so, and hopefully this will all work like so. So that's 3 high across there, and then the same down the side. I'll just do the first few rows, and what I'll do, I'll probably do, I'll do one side, then I'll do a jump cut, and it just saves a bit of time that way. Actually, what I'll do one side, then we can add the doors and windows, because that's always a plus. So that's the row of 11 there, and then the row of 4 out go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then mill that to 3 high like that. And there you go. Don't need to connect it to the outside edge just yet, because there's going to be a bit more built on here, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Well, actually, you can do it now, actually. What you want to do is where the row of 4 connects out to the side like that, but where, from the end here, what we want to build is a row of 2, and then build that to the height of the white wall there. So build it 2, 3, 4 high like that. So there you go. Just add an extra pillar like so. So do the same on the other side. So where you come out to the side, you've got this row of 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, build that to 3 high, and on the outside edge you just go 2, 2, 2, 2 like that to create an extra pillar like that. So build the walls on this side to 3 high, that'll all look fine. So what we'll do on this side while we're here, we'll do the doors and windows. So on this row of 4, we'll add a pair of doors here, and then every third block we'll add a window. Say add about 7 or 8 windows. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 windows, and then a pair of doors. I do another window because there's a bit of a block there, and then put a pair of doors like so, and then do the same again. Carry on down the side. Like so, and then put a pair of doors on the back wall, and then windows up to the centre like so, and then windows the other side of the centre like that, and then doors on the other side like so. So that's the back wall and the side, one side done. So you've got the doors and windows added there. Remember, these doors I just placed at random, they're not realistic to the real ship, but they're just the design that I used. What I'll do now, I'll do a jump cut while I do the other side, exactly the same. So build them to 3 high and add the doors and windows on that wall, and then we'll move on to the next phase. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So that's both sides of the walls done. So you've got the doors and windows on both sides now. Those walls like that. So what we want to do now is create the overhang of this open promenade here. We'll go back to the row of 4, where the row of 4 goes out to this pillar we just built. So you've got a pillar here of 2 blocks thick and 5 high, including at the bottom, like that. And from the top block here, actually the second block down, we're going to build a long line. So what we're going to do is from this second block down, we're going to build a row of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hopefully it will copy the contours of the line below, so it should just follow the same line below. So we want 10, and then we want 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from there we go inwards 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then a colour block, plonk, to mark the centre there. Like so. And there we go. That's how that should look. And that don't look too bad. So what we're going to do now is add a top line. So basically just build a line of blocks from the top of that again, just down to the, just along the side down to the back end. So add another line along the top like so, all the way down the back like so, or down the side, just down to the back end like that. You don't go across the back because that's going to be handrails there, but just go down to the back end like that, and it should look something like that. And they do the same thing on the other side. So it's the same process again. So it's 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then in 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go, up to the centre. Marvellous. And then do the same along the top again, down to the back end. And then everything should be hunky diddly diddly dory. Like that. And there we go, that's how that should look. And it don't look too bad. So before we add the deck, we'll just have a quick look at what we're doing. So that's how that should look, like that. And like I say, before we add the deck, I'm just going to go to the prototype because there's a little bit of detail I need to add. So from the end, we need to add 4 plus 1, and then it'll be pillars after that. So yeah, so what we'll do. At the end of the overhang, at the back here, we want to add the last 4 blocks here fill in. So we want 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 5 there. So the overhang stops at this point there. Do the same the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Double that in height to cut that off there, and it should look something like that. So basically now it's a slot rather than a gap all the way along. And then every 4th block we'll add a pillar. So we are end rods. I like using these end rods, rather end rods there. Every 4th block, so 1, 2, 3, 4, add a pillar. 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 And you should have a 3 gap there as well. And then using your quartz stairs, wherever they are, put a quartz stair at the end there like that, looking towards the end rods. And then the same the other side in there like that to create the curve like that. And you can see from down there, you can see got your end rod pillars and the curves at the end. So I'll just do the other side quickly as well because I like doing this. So 4th block, 1, 2, 3, 4 pillar. 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 There we are. So the pillars, and then the slot stairs there, and the stairs there like that. And there we go. Excuse the motorbike noises. And that's that area done. Okay, sorry about that, just had to do a jump cut. So what we've done, we just finished the pillars on both sides, so that is how the back end of the ship is looking there. Now before we add the deck, what we need to do now is go to the front of the ship and add the forecastle, which is the curved raised deck at the front of the ship. Let's just look at the prototype, well not the prototype, but to where I am. And we need to go to, go to the very tip end, the very tip of the front of the ship. And what we need to do, we need to go to the we need to go to the third block down, so 1, 2, 3 blocks down, and we're going to build the forecastle, which is, like I say, it's just basically a deck, but it's raised and lowers down. So what we need to do, third block down on the white, we need to add 14 wood, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like that. So it looks something like that. And then underneath that, I want to build a line of 21, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then underneath that, I want 28, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And then underneath that, you build the rest of the deck. So from this point, this is deck height. So that line there, both sides. Yeah, so this is the height of the main deck. So this deck here, this line we just built there, you want to build this height all the way to the back end of the, well, basically where we were just building. So this will sit on top of those inside walls we just added. So carry on building this part all the way back, but the front part here we need to sort out first. So if we just build the sections across first, at the end of each section of the deck, just build across to the sides. So they won't meet, not all of them will meet up. See, this first section meets up just fine with that block there, but the next few sections will not. So this is the section of the 21. Build this out to the side like so, and then where it doesn't meet up with the edge, add 2 white blocks like so to connect it up like that. Same on the other side. You'll see if it doesn't meet up properly, just add a couple of white blocks till it does like that. And then the same with the 28. So just add a line along the top of that as well, out to the side, and then add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white blocks there, like that. Do the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the side, and then 6 white blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. And there we go. That's straightened out the forecastle now, so that's now the right height in all places. So what you can do now is start filling in the deck sections. I'll fill in the first few, or first one at least, like so. Like that. Do the same the other side way as well. So that's the first section. So like I say, just do the next sections. Now fill that one in, or those two. Fill the next 2 sections in, and then the last section, which will be from down here, underneath the row of 28. You're going to build this all the way back, and eventually that will, I quote unquote, will sit on top of these walls we got back here. So that deck, when it comes all the way back, will sit in this position here on top of those walls, and that will go right down to the back wall right here. So I want to build that all the way back to this point here, so that one deck will sit there. So yeah, there we go. So what I'll do now, I'll do a jump cut while I sort all that out, and then we can move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the deck all filled in, and it should look something like this. So you've got the deck going from the back end there, and it goes all the way to the front end where the deck curves upwards. So it should all look something like that in theory. So that's the forecastle all curving up as well, so that's all fine. There will be details added to that later on, but not just yet. Yeah, so not too bad. So what we're going to do now, we're going to work on the front wall of the superstructure, which will go just here, and this will go in 2 phases. So we'll start with the top line first, and what we're going to do, if we go to the sides here, we've got this row that curves up here on the very front. From this top block here, and then go down to the second one here. So down to the second block to this point here. What we're going to do, we're going to build forward 3, so 1, 2, 3 like that, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then inwards 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a red block to mark the centre like that. So yeah, there's the sort of the curved front to it. And then we do the same on the other side, so just get this out of the way. So second block down from the top on this pillar here, so it's 3 forward, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that connects up to there like so. And then what I want to do then is to, along the top line, we're going to increase it up by another block, so add another line exactly the same along the top, so build it round like so, all the way around to the other side. Like that, so yeah, that sort of rings that area off like that. And then what we want to do then is go to the centre block on the front, this block here, then build that down to deck level, so build it down 3, so 1, 2, 3 like that. So that centre pillar there, and then we got to increase, well actually you want to build a wall, a front wall here, which will be 9 wide, so that would be 4 either side of this point, so 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 that way, and then increase that to the height to connect to the bottom of the front wall. So you've got a front wall looking like that, and then behind, from the row of 9 wide, you want to build outwards 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we want to go out 3, 1, 2, 3, because we're curving back, so you can sort of see it creates an overhang above, so it's out 4 and then 3, and then 6 back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2, 1, 2, and then out 2, 1, 2, and then it should connect to the rest of it then. So what we'll do then is increase this all to the height of the deck above to connect it to the top. Like so, and what you want to do then is from this point here, just build the top wall, which we built a minute ago, build that all the way down to the bottom, and then it will attach to the rest of the deck, like so. So you can see the bottom section is separate from the top until it gets to this point, and then it all connects up. So that's how it should go. So just connect all that up. And then everything should be fine. There we go. That's all connected up, and that's how it should look on that side. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So what was it? From the 9 it was out 4 and then 3. So from the wall, middle wall, go out 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 6 back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2, 1, 2, out 2, 1, 2, and then increase to the height of the deck above. So just build it to 3 high underneath, and then the rows of 2 like so, and then the rest of it just build down to the height of the deck. Deck above, so it connects up like so. There we go, that's all connected up, and that is the front wall of the superstructure done. Looks a bit odd at the moment, but once you add stairs and the other decks on it, will look fine. The prototype is much better looking. So that's the front done. So what we need to do now is move over to the back end, because we're going to add the deck soon. But just to give you an idea, the deck, when we do add the deck, the deck will sit on top of these walls here on the front, so the deck will sit in that area there. Just one block below the top, so the deck will sit on this little groove. So that's that. So what we're going to do now is head to the back end, and I'm going to get my notes because I put them down. So we head to the back end. Then we'll work on the left, why not? And actually we'll work at the very far back. We've got to do some inside walls first. Now we'll go to the very back end of the deck we just built, which is this one here, and we're going to go to the centre block, which is here, and on the wood we're going to count forward to the 8th block. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. On the 8th block we'll put a centre block there like so, and then this back wall here is going to be 21 wide, so it's 10 either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. So it's 21 wide, And then for the side walls we want forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then out 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And then increase that to 3 high all the way around, and do the same the other side, so I'll just quickly build that. So it was 5 forward, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, no 13, sorry, it's 13, I was counting 15 for. So it's 13, and then 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, there we go. And then out 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and there you go. That's the inside walls done there, and like I say, just increase these walls to 3 blocks high, like on the deck below, so those walls down there, they're 3 blocks high. So build these 3 high all the way around. And I'll do the first few, and then we'll do another jump cut, because it takes too bloody long otherwise. So you can see, build it 3 high. So then when we add the deck on top, the deck will sit on top of these walls. Like so. Like that, and then the same on the next row. There we go. So that's the first few rows. So just do the same all the way around to build them to 3 high, sorry. And then you can add the windows and doors as well. So like on the previous deck, add a pair of doors, a few windows, another pair of doors, a few windows, a pair of doors. It's all the same guff as before, so I'll put the first pair of doors in here. Get our door, put our door in. Door goes there, and then windows and doors all the way around. There you go. So you got the rough idea. So doors and windows, increase the walls to 3 high, and there you go. So that'll be that. So I could do a quick jump cut while I sort that, and then we're going to move on to the next part. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's all the walls and doors and windows fitted there. So that's them all built to the right height, 3 blocks high, doors and windows all sorted like that. Next job to do is to add the overhang again, like we did on the previous deck. So it'll be back to. Well, it's basically the same as what we've done back down there. So what we do, we go to the side where the superstructure, white superstructure, goes up to 4 high, and we'll go to the 3rd block up from the bottom. So you've got this point where the wall of 4 goes out like that, and then you've got this pillar here. Go to the 2nd block down on that, so this block here, and then we're going to build along the side. So what we want to build a line of 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then inwards 13, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and a colour block to mark the centre like that, and there we go. So do the same the other side. So it's 14, 2nd block down, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, there we go, up to the centre like that, and there we go, and it don't look too bad. So what I want to do now is where the row of 4 here is, the last 4 blocks of this overhang I want to build down to deck level. So the last 4 blocks, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, just build them down to deck level like so. So you got to the opening turns into a slot, like on the deck below. You got the opening here, then it gets closed off at this point. So you just do the same up here. So the last 4 blocks, build them down to deck level, or down to the wall below. So the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it looks something like that, and there you go. There's the slot created. And then what you want to do is to add the pillars, which are the end rods again. End rods there. You want to add the end rods in exactly the same position as the end rods below. So you see they've got them down here. We just add the end rods pillars in exactly the same position as the ones below, so they'll sit on top of each other like that. So just add the pillars like so. There's not as many. Yeah, there are more. So every 4th block basically. So just do the same along like so. And then when you get to the end, you got to add every 4th block. So that's 1 4th there. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4th block. 1, 2, 3, 4th block. Like so. And then at the ends, add some quartz stairs to create the curve of the opening. So quartz stairs there, and quartz stairs there like that. So there you go. That's that slot all filled in. And do the same to the other side. Get these out of the way. So pillars, 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 like so. 1, 2, 3, 4th block. 1, 2, 3, 4th block. 1, 2, 3, 4th block. 1, 2, 3, 4th block, and then add the corners stairs like so. And it should all look something like that. There we go. So that's all filled in. So that's that overhang done. And then for the deck, you just want to start adding the deck. So start from the back here on the back wall and just start adding the deck all the way to the front superstructure where I showed you. Just start adding the deck, and this will go, like I say, all the way to the front of the area that we're building. So we've just done the front walls down there. So now just doing the back wall. So this deck will go from here all the way to the front, and it'll sit on top of these inside walls, and everything should look fine. So I shall do a jump cut now while I sort that out, and then we can move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the deck all added, and the ship should look something like this at this moment in time. So we've got 1, 2, maybe is it 1, 2, 3 decks done, and the ship's not looking too bad. So I've got all the pillars done, all the side windows, and well, not side windows, but the inside doors and windows done. So yeah, not looking too bad. So I think the last job for today will be to add these side windows, which will be sort of portholes. There's going to be 2 layers of these. I'm going to work on one side. I'm going to start at the back here. So we're going to start on the lower deck down here. And I'm going to go from this opening gap here to the second block down. So go from the stairs here. So this is on the bottom deck, or the bottom opening. So from the stairs here, we're going to count forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put a window. And then for every 4th block for 6 windows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, add a window. 1, 2, 3, 4, add a window. 1, 2, 3, 4, add a window. How many is that? That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, add a window. 1, 2, 3, 4, add a window. So there's 6 windows. Okay, that's a group of 6. Now what we want to do then is go to the next deck above, which is 1, 2. Now from the last window, go 1, 2, 3, 4 up, and then put another window, and then put a window back again. So what we want to do is add another 6 windows above that, and exactly the same sort of design. So 4 block gap, or 3 block gap between them. So how many? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 windows there. So what we want to do is overlap each window, each set of windows. So you've got 6 windows at the bottom, like that, and then the last 2 windows would be overlapped by the 6 windows above, and then the last 2 windows on that group would be underlapped by 6 windows below, or 2 windows below. So 1, 2 there, 3, 4, 5, and 6 there. So there you go. There's another 6 windows there. So this is how it goes. So you've got 6 windows there, the last 2 overlapped there, so the 6 windows above there, and then the last 2 underlapped by 6 windows there, and then you just carry on the same phase. So the last 2 windows of this group here will be overlapped as well. So 1, 1, 2, so that's the first 2 there, and then 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there you go, there's another group of 6. So then go down to the deck below. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 and 6. So just carry on that all the way along till you get to the front section of the ship. So you can see there, you can see windows like that. You've got 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So they're spaced, they're evenly spaced out and in groups of 6. You can see how they're laid out like that. So you just want to do that all the way along until roughly the top line of windows gets to the end of the superstructure here. So basically the end of this wall here is roughly where you want to stop. Now if I go to the prototype, you can sort of see it doesn't quite end at that point, but you can see the windows go along in groups of 6. You got 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. The top line of windows ends with a substantial gap from the front of the superstructure, but that's how you want to go. And then the last group of 6 at the bottom, where they're underlapped by the or overlapped by the last top row of 6. You just want to build windows every 4th block all the way to the end of the white section on the bow. So it just carries all the way along till you get to somewhere from the end. It doesn't matter exactly where, because this is just sort of a randomly generated or randomly built thing. So like I say, you just carry on the groups of 6 until you can't go no further with the top line, but the last row of 6 just carries on. So you add the 6 and then you just carry on every 4th block until you add the windows in along the forecastle there. So what I'll try and do as many as I can, because this does take a bit of time. I don't want to waste too much. So what I'll do a jump cut while I sort out the windows up to a certain point, and then I'll just carry them on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's all the windows in place like so, and the way I've done it this time is we have a more of a substantial gap from the front end. So what we can do is the last 2 windows on the bottom row here, we can add a couple more windows above. So we go above, we'll put 1, 2, and then make it 3 windows like that. So yeah, 3 windows above like that, just to tidy that area up. Otherwise it's very clean and bare like that. And then for the bottom line of windows, we just carry on every 4th window, every 4th block rather, add a window. So it's 4th block window, 4th block window, 4th block, 4th block. But you do need to take into account that the superstructure or the white line does raise, so we need to take that into account. So we just carry on adding windows every 4th block, and then when we get where the deck goes up, we go up as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, add a window, and then carry on along the side. And then go up 1 again. And go up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And then I think that's as far as we can go. Don't need to go right to the end. And you sort of get an idea how this goes. You got the windows all along the side, and it don't look too bad. It's not brilliant, it's not perfect, but it will sort of do. But as long as you got the side windows there, it don't look too bad. Now with the next part, when we do part 3, there'll be another deck of windows that go on the top, but I'll worry about that then, because I'm not going to do no more now. So that is part 2 pretty much done. Now, I've not done the windows on the other side. I'll do them between now and the next video. But that is the superstructure on part 2 done. So for part 3, we'll do the next deck of superstructure. We'll also do the ship's wheelhouse, bridge wings, and all the deck superstructure on the top, and also the placement for the funnels. Probably get the forecastle details done as well, because there's deck houses on there and masts and things to go on there. So yeah, it's taking shape, and hopefully everything will work out fine. So it's not looking too bad at the moment, so I'll leave it at that. So this is Rich signing off, logging off and disappearing, and I shall return in part 3. So bye for now.